In this video, I will talk about the TITT Rozanov, which is a new tier 8 Russian premium medium tank. First, let's go and check the stats of this tank. So we have here an 85mm caliber gun with 280 alpha damage, which can high glow up to 350. The DPM of this tank is 3.8k, almost 3.9k DPM, base DPM. This means we have here a reload time of 4.3 second reload time for a 280 alpha damage. This DPM is almost 4k base DPM without anything on the tank. Now, the accuracy of this gun, we have here 0.36 dispersion value and 1.92 aim time. The aim time is actually good, and the dispersion of 0.36, it's in the OK category, but you can decrease this significantly to make this gun an accurate gun. Now, this tank can take up to 56 ammo capacity. Speed of this tank is, we have here 50 km/h forward speed and 15 km/h reverse speed. Now, this tank has only 535 horsepower. This means the speed on this tank is really bad, because in reality this tank, the effective top speed is only on hard terrain only 32 km. So this tank max will go only 32 km/h forward speed, medium terrain 27, and soft terrain only 20 km/h, because this tank also weighs in 48.7 tons. Now for this weight, 48.7 ton, the 535 horsepower is just not enough, which means can't push this engine can't push this tank. So the gun depression of this tank is 6 degree, elevation is 20 degree. The turret reverse speed is 37.5 degree per sec, which is fast. And the hull reverse speed is 48.3 degree per sec, which means this tank turns his hull and his turret fast. Now, the HP of this tank, we have here only 1.2k HP, but for tier 8 premium tank is actually good. The view range of this tank is 390 meter, and the radio range is 625 meter. Now let's talk about the ammunition types. We have here AP ammunition with 220mm base penetration value and with a shell velocity speed of 1100 meters per sec, which is actually fast. And for gold ammunition, we have the APCR with 235mm of base penetration value and with a 1.3k meters per sec shell speed. So this tank on the APCR doesn't really have that high penetration value, but for a medium tank, it will be enough to have 235. Let's talk about now the armor of this tank. So first, on the front, he will have in the lower plate around 88mm and 89, upper plate 160, 170, 186, 80, almost 190. Here at the driver's hatch, it's a weak spot with only 95mm armor protection value. Now in the turret, in the gun mantlet, he will have around 200mm, only 200mm in the armor here, and on the left 252, 270 actually, and here 246, 64. Other side, same configuration, 250, 270, and here 245, and here it's 341 at the side, 300 at the far left and far right side. Now the top of the tank is actually overmatchable. As you can see, this bulge on the top of the gun, top of the turret, it will be a really big problem, which means a 122mm caliber gun can overmatch with AP, and even with APCR can overmatch the top of this tank, which means this will make the tank bad. And let's go and check the tank in hold down position. So in a hold down position, 6 degree of gun depression, gun mantlet will have around 200mm. Now the bulge on the top of the turret is not visible in a hold down position, and here we have around 248. So the armor of the turret doesn't really change that much, even if you're in a 6 degree of hold down position. The gun mantlet will be still weak. The armor of this tank inside scraping position, as you can see, the side here is good actually, the upper side here, but here it will be green, and the shoulder plate here, it's flat, so it will be easy penetration into the side scape. And here on the lower side of the hull, here it can be penetrated easily, and also here in the front. The side armor of this tank in the turret here at the gun mantlet, we will have 130mm here, 242 at the back, 117, 100, and here 45 at this bulge. Now in the hull we have around 99mm, only almost 100mm here, 91 here 95, and here 40mm. Let's run to the rear side of this tank. Here we have in the turret 40mm, 77, here 52, 47. Other side, same configuration. in the turret 135, here 45, 130, 100 millimeter, and 93 millimeter and 3.6. Now these wheels on the front of the tank, it's not, let's go to visual here. Actually, these are not part of the tank. These are not hitbox, as you can see. Only this at this. Let's go here to live. Only at this section. So a small section of this wheel will be a hitbox, but not all of this count as a hitbox. So you will not take damage, because if them doesn't shoot close to your hole, and then they will just means they will not do damage to you. The conclusion about this tank is we have here almost 3.9k DPM, which is really good. The alpha damage is low, 280 alpha damage, but for a medium tank, it's not that bad. The gun is also okay. The aim time is good. The dispersion value, it's okay. The view range of this tank is 390 meter, is also good. The view range is good. The speed is 50 km per hour, but as you can see, this tank will, it's a really slow tank and will go only 32 max on hard terrain. So it's really interesting tank, and it remains to see. The only good thing is about this tank is the DPM and maybe the gun if you make it accurate. Thank you guys for watching.